Look alive, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans around the world. We are the Millie Goats. If you're watching on YouTube or Rumble or X or Twitter, whatever it's called, thanks for tuning in. If you're listening on the podcast, this is episode 66, September 27th, 2023. Let us be the first to wish you happy National Chocolate Milk Day. And if you're listening, hey, we missed it by a day, boys. Tomorrow, it's only a day away, but tomorrow is North Carolina Day and Drink Beer Day.
Ooh.
I mean, I feel like we've been on the cusp.
Thursday, Thursday night football.
And football.
The Golden Bachelor's on for all the Famales.
Hey, there's a lot of good football on this weekend, too, college-wise. There's good college games on Thursday, Friday.
Speaking of drinking, you guys want to hear a quick story?
And
cover your ears if you don't, like to hear kind of semi-gross stuff.
Did you drink turtle chocolate milk?
Last night, my wife and I drank a bottle of wine
to
celebrate, us becoming parents because it was my daughter's 3rd birthday yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So I haven't drank wine in a while. So, I go back to the room after we finish drinking the bottle.
Oh, yeah.
I lay
By
down.
Yourself?
I lay down. I start getting that, saliva intake in my mouth.
Oh no!
And I'm like, I'm swallowing it. I fight it off. I finally go to sleep. About 2 a.m., she wakes me up. She gives me the bottle to feed our son, and she goes, "You're up." And so, I fed him. I laid back down. I had a burp. I'm still good. I had a burp. I laid back down and start getting that saliva. Next thing I know, I caught it. Caught it. I had to run to the bathroom.
That's the equivalent of squeezing your cheeks.
Wasteland all in the toilet. I can't drink wine anymore. I've been terrible all day. I felt so bad all day.
Getting too old.
I know.
You know what it is? It's all the what's that fancy word people say? The sulfites. What it is.
So I played golf with Edge today, and he gave me a beer that had ice in it.
Fancy.
And he was just like, dude, hair of the dog. It took me 9 holes to drink the one beer.
At least it was cold.
Yeah, it still had ice.
It had ice in it, like it was Milwaukee's best ice, or like had actual ice in it.
No, it was frozen. Like half the beer was frozen.
Let me tell you what. I had some.
He probably saved it from the last.
Really nice scotch. It was $800 scotch.
How many times are you gonna tell us?
That's how you know you've evolved beyond Jack Daniels.
How much was that bottle of scotch?
$800.
So yeah, I'm still recovering.
Ugh, that's terrible.
I know.
We know that look.
I know.
That's insert seal meme.
I was gonna say seal with watery eyes. That was me last night laying in bed. I knew it was coming. I was just trying to fight it off for as long as I could. 2 a.m. it got me.
Hey, nobody saw it.
Didn't get it on the bed though. That's all that matters.
If the tree falls in the woods, nobody hears it. If somebody pukes at 2 a.m., do you hear it?
Did you actually puke?
Oh yeah, everywhere.
No, I'm saying if you puke at 2 a.m. and nobody sees it, did you actually puke?
Oh, no, I didn't. Cleaned it up. Nobody ever knew.
Oh, geez. All right. So yeah, that's Thursday's North Carolina Day, Drink Beer Day. You're probably craving one now. Hey, we're trying to win the Millie. Did we win the Millie on Monday night? No, I didn't. Did you?
I didn't play money.
I had another good weekend, so I went in again.
It's hard for me to get on board on some showdowns like that. Like those teams weren't that great.
The Rams and Bengals game was terrible. So was the Bucks and the Eagles.
Yeah. How did the Rams Bengals games end? I went to sleep.
Oh, we'll get to that. We got it all in here. Don't you worry. We got football, folks. We've got a Monday night recap. Well, I have the overview here in a second, but basically we play DraftKings trying to win the Millie. So we've got Thursday night football tomorrow. We're going to preview that. We've got our solutions to the Tush push, which we were just informed that Philadelphia, from one of our chief stats analysts, the Monday Night Football, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Tush Push, has now been renamed to the Brotherly Shove.
I
It's
like it.
pretty good. We got the Ryder Cup.
There we go.
Go America.
Yes.
And I don't really want to talk about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce anymore. Like,
What about DeAndre Swift and Jason Kelce?
No. I've had enough. You know, all the stats about he gained 300,000 Instagram followers and his jersey sales went up and the most watched game, and she's going to be there Sunday. Like,
They got her to and from the suite in a popcorn carrier.
Yeah.
That's not real. There's no way that's real.
That's corny.
No, it is.
That's super corny.
So bad.
Is that your dad joke?
No. I don't want to pop it on you like that. No, I'm done talking about it. Let's not mention it the rest of the show. All right, Circus Chat. Do we dare?
All right, Colonel.
Bring back
Colonel, lead the way.
Do we dare? Circus Chat. It's an app where you take your group chats live. Especially awesome during football events. You download the app. I think it's available on iOS, Apple. And you take your group chats live. You search our name. Our name's the top one on there, and you'll follow along as we go live during a football game. And then you can watch all of our shenanigans unfold. Also, Hall of Fame bets. Holy cow. That app is awesome. Download it. It's available at Apple. They're working on a Droid app. So you basically have a parlay optimizer. It has all kinds of stats. You can change out matchups with all the filters and who's played what, who's played when. It's unbelievable. And they give awesome graphs, and then you get to optimize your parlays with the odds. So it's phenomenal. Go download that app. Use promo code MillyGoats, all caps. You get 50% off first month. All right. National Chocolate Milk Day. In the late 1680s, an Irish-born physician by the name of Sir Hans Sloane invented the chocolatey beverage. While in Jamaica, Sloane encountered a local beverage. The locals mixed cocoa and water together. However, Sloane tasted it. He reported the flavor to be nauseating. After some experimentation, the doctor found a way to combine cocoa with milk, and thus was born chocolate milk. So we have to ask the question. As a kid, or even now in your adult life, what's the best way or type? What's the best way to make chocolate milk, or the best type of chocolate milk? J-Vi.
True Mew.
No.
Yeah. Why are you going to ask me my opinion and then tell me no?
Because that's what this show's about. It's not the best one. It's not even rich. It's more creamy.
That or Cracker Barrel's chocolate milk with the glass mug.
I thought you were going to say Yoo-hoo.
No.
That's not milk.
Yeah.
Chocolate drink.
That's sherbet.
Chocolate.
That's water. That's cocoa and water.
That's the original. That's the OG. Tex, what was yours?
Mine was just a big glass of whole milk. Like a good old-fashioned, full-on whole milk. And some of that Hershey's syrup with a whisker.
Remember the old...
Where it blends it up real good, and it gets a nice little froth on top. Get a little foam up there. Little head to the chocolate milk.
You want to take your chocolate milk next level? Add a little whipping cream in there. Yeah.
This is my chocolate milk. You do that to your chocolate milk.
His chocolate milk has oat milk in it.
It is. It probably does. He's probably like, I don't even drink chocolate cow milk. I drink nut milk.
It's my favorite. It's sugar-free Hershey's chocolate syrup with oat milk.
Yeah.
One of my favorite.
Sucralose only. Splenda. Lots of stevia. A little bit of
all the sweeteners. Trying to keep the calories low.
Put some equate in there. Gotta get the good stuff.
What I do is I boil skim milk, let all the fat come to the top, skim it off, and then I just use the water that's left over from the skim milk.
There you go.
Yeah, calories.
Good idea.
Then the best.
Put it in a centrifuge and spin it off. Really purify it.
The best chocolate milk was in the locker room, in the weight room.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Yeah, through the
You want to
fountain.
talk about on tap chocolate milk in the weight room.
That was good.
Another one was those carnation breakfast packets.
That's the best part about having a kid is being able to go to a restaurant and order chocolate milk and not get stared at. Like,
hey, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going to finish that? Butch, you.
Dude, I think y'all covered everything but Nestle Quick, right? The powder?
That's mixed.
Pretty
That's
much.
powder.
Pretty much.
Which I thought you were going to say muscle milk or something.
Well, you
all right.
guys.
On the show, water cooler debate is back. We're doing it once a week. Monday night football review, football buffet, DFS Express hype train for Thursday and Sunday. The Campus 4 college football tour. Wow, that's nice. How dare you use other relevant sports news. The Intersquad DraftKings Jamboree. Stop stealing our T-shirt designs. Unblock us. Reddit, college football, you cowards. K. Adams, you can keep the lone wolf until further notice. Water cooler debate segment. J-Vi, do we have our theme music ready?
We do.
Are you serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot.
Are you kidding me?
This is the water cooler debate segment. Also, go check our Twitter because we have a contest going right now on DraftKings where it's just $1. You enter and we compete with all of you for the top prize. So see if you can get on the podium, the Godium.
Yes.
The Godium. Okay, the water cooler debate segment. But first, the dad
If you
joke.
don't score 100 points, we will roast you.
We'll make a list. Make a list, and we'll go boom, roasted, right down the list.
Respectfully.
Yes, with all due respect. But first, the dad joke before we get into this week's question. I can say that now. So, the doctor asked me why I had a tattoo of Elsa on my arm.
So you're trying to let go.
He thought it was frozen shoulder. That one hits me harder because it's an anatomy joke.
I'd say I think you have to know what that is to get it.
Oh, God. It's awful. You don't want that. You don't want any part of that. All right. Polls update from episode 64. The GOAT worst place to go to sleep. J-Vi, 39% at the airport. Myself and Tex tied for second. I was in class. Tex was in the showers. Now they got 22% of the vote.
That's a terrible. I'm just telling you, it really is a terrible place to fall asleep.
Butch P in last with church. I don't think I did any other polls this week regarding any type of whatever. So, all right, I'm going to share the screen here. Hopefully, I don't get booted, so we can all see. We're going to put it up on the screen right now. Hopefully, my computer holds up. Here we come. I'm still here. Nobody's frozen. For those of you watching at home, we're about to see our water cooler debate slide. For those of you listening, it's a picture of a cooler, some really bad jokes, and there it is. Boom. Water cooler debate for episode 66. What is the GOAT sporting event to go to as a kid? J-Vi, you won last week, so the floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, there's only one real answer to this. And if you have a sibling or older sibling and you as a kid would go to these games, as Dylon would do, hang out underneath the bleachers, or as normal kids would do, play tackle football in a little space on the side of the event, it's a high school football game. It's by far the greatest sporting event to go to as a kid because it's all your idols. I mean, we had a guy named Jodon Reams. He played at Clemson, but I just remember him running down the sideline. You come back and watch the local news, and they're like, he's so good. He's got 3 names. And, like, you wanted to be Jodon Reams when you grew up. You looked up to those guys. High school football.
Now, it was. Did you ever wear the jersey? Like, if you were the, did you ever be the ball boy?
Yeah. When my brother played, I had a jersey.
High school football in and of itself is just a whole nother animal, dude.
It never gets more fun than high school football.
It's true.
So
That's true.
That's. I mean, it's a good one, but I respectfully disagree. Respectfully, though, can't stress that enough. Tex.
Minor league baseball game.
Yes.
Almost always fireworks after. Almost always some sort of theme going on. And the mascots are always crazy, always getting in people's faces doing crazy things. The food is expensive, but always memorable. So I'm going to say minor league baseball game.
I love a good minor league baseball game. I used to, and you get the little wooden bats or whatever promotion they're running. You get to run around the bases.
Ice cream helmets.
Or you can walk around the outside. They got like these big giant blow up bounce houses and all different kinds of stuff that you can go do at the games. I think they're awesome.
Yes. The minor league baseball game is, I think that's the most consistent. I'm gonna do you one better. I used to love going to the minor league hockey games.
The Thunderbirds.
Now those were a lot of the Thunderbirds, dude. The Thunderbirds, the Checkers. I mean, it was always cool in there.
You're gonna get pushed back with that one just because not everybody had that available to them.
No, you don't know, dude. I mean, I'm just saying.
Everybody has high school.
You got to be inclusive with your options.
Hey, we'll see. We'll put it to the people. Which P?
I'm going to go with the minor league arena football league games.
Ooh.
Whoa. Where were those at?
Yeah.
If you have to ask, you don't know.
Yep.
Dude, I thought for sure you
probably couldn't afford it.
I thought for sure you were going to go monster truck rally. Is that a sport? Or wrestling?
Ooh, wrestling was good.
Yeah.
I took a couple WWF Raws back then.
Yep. Hockey one's cool because you go down there and they slap your hand as they're going out through the tunnel.
You're trying to promote your own.
I mean, I'm sorry, it's water cooler debate. We're campaigning here. Am I not allowed to campaign?
Nope.
Sheesh. Whatever, dude. All right. There's your answers. If you have an answer, please submit your answer. We'll put this poll up over the next few days. So be on the lookout. Okay. Let's move on into some football. We got a lot of football to cover. I'm going to stop. Well, did I stop sharing the screen? Yeah, I should stop sharing the screen. I'm going to stop sharing.
NASCAR's fun too.
Dude, yeah, good call. Let's get into some football. We got Monday night to get over. We got some news, a little bit of news. We got Thursday night. We got Sunday. We got it all, folks. Buckle up. Do we have theme music?
Yes.
Let's do it.
You're so cool.
And on our show, you're gonna rule. Football, we love you. Oh.
Football. Wasn't supposed to loop.
I was not expecting that. I forgot about that. Oh, what a single. What a single. Come on, folks. We had Monday Night Football. We had the Cincinnati Bengals and one-legged pirate Joe Burrow taking on the arm angle connoisseur Matt Stafford and the Rams, the greatest incomplete pass you've ever seen with all of his arm angles. And then we had Philadelphia and the brotherly shove taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bengals win 19-16. Eagles win 25-11. Thick Bucks. So the Cincinnati Bengals and Rams did not cover. The Eagles and the Bucks didn't go over 46. So
they did not cover either.
Right. Philly did cover the spread. Cincinnati did not. It was a push because they won by 3. So quick thoughts from Tampa Bay, Philly. I'm just gonna. What is Philadelphia doing putting anybody on the field at running back other than DeAndre Swift?
That's what they did last year, though. They try to use like 4 different backs.
Why are they getting
and because of this, in our group challenge, I played Boston Scott, and I
He
won.
was out.
I won. I won.
Beat us with a guy who didn't play.
Yeah, 0
Oh
points.
my gosh, that's bad.
Not advice.
That's bad. Hey, that's a bold strategy there, dude. Just you trying to spot us points?
I had
that
no
what it
idea
was?
he was out.
It says it right on his name.
Not when I filled it out.
Oh, all right.
I did it early Monday.
Tex or Butch P. Any thoughts from the game, other than AJ Brown finally getting his way? I mean, you two are Cowboys fans. You're both decked out in Cowboys stuff. Let's hear it.
I mean, in general, did you really expect any different? I was kind of hoping that Mayfield would continue to have a successful run at it, but it's looking like that came to a pretty swift end against the actual.
We're not
good
talking about Taylor
team.
Swift, dude. Stop it.
I'm just throwing it in there.
I don't know. They couldn't run the ball. Tampa Bay could not run the ball.
Yeah.
And what's his face? That
defense.
didn't do it.
I think their
Jalen Carter.
offense is struggling right now.
If they get down by a couple of scores, they're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah,
because that passing game looks.
but that's
sporadic.
always been Jalen Hurts' issue.
Yeah,
even at Bama, Oklahoma, if they got down, he struggled because he starts trying to force stuff.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith did not have a good game. The long touchdown was for the DraftKings purposes was Zacchaeus. So I played in the double header. I love those. Those are my favorite, like the 2 and 3 game slates. I love those. You can just get weird. I did not play the same running back in every lineup, so thank you for all you guys for reminding me. But Zacchaeus was the key to that. I can't remember what won it, but I ended up placing quite a few lineups. But the winning lineup definitely had Zacchaeus and
I think
Mixon.
Zacchaeus and Boyd was in it.
For the one I was in, it was Hurts, Mixon, Swift, Atwell, 2-2, baby. He got robbed of a few ones there. And Mike Evans, Zacchaeus, Higbee, Chase, and the Eagles D. So heavy on the Eagles, which made sense. They were the best team playing on this slate. So I don't know. I don't know. They were both ugly games. Every primetime game is horrendous. Cincinnati and the LA Rams, the Bengals. As a Bills fan, J-Vi, watching this game, how do you feel?
I mean, it was a must-win for the Bengals, in my opinion. Like, they had to win that game. They found a way to pull it out. But I don't know. It's still too early in the season. They do this every single year. Time week 14 or 15 comes rolling around, they're going to be hitting their stride, scoring every other play.
T. Higgins had the drop, by the way.
Yeah. Burrow's hurt, though.
Yeah, because
he's hurt.
Yeah, he's limping and he can't. His average like snap to pass was like less than 2 seconds.
He can't push off that foot either.
No,
to throw the pass, he's all arm.
Well, I mean if he was Cam Newton or Matt Stafford, they'd be like, "Wow, this is the greatest performance we've ever seen." What do you think about the all whites, the zebras?
I'm not a fan of theirs.
Nope. Agree.
I don't like it. I don't know. Maybe it's the helmet. They need to do something. Maybe just put a single logo on the helmet.
I liked it, and
I think if they just put a sticker of a tiger on there, it'd look better.
Yeah,
it's on the zebra. It's a Siberian tiger.
No, man, it's like no.
It's not a tiger. It's a Bengal.
It's a Bengal.
I mean,
but it looks like a zebra.
It's a Bengal tiger.
What
Bengal tiger is a different like subspecies of tiger.
Ooh.
So the Bengals, the Cincinnati subspecies of tigers.
The Cincinnati subspecies of Bengal tiger. Okay,
they're 1-0 actually. Hey,
cannot be albino ever.
Yeah. Al Burrow, Chase. So stupid. Jamar Chase is back, and Puka seems to be game plan for now because he was non-existent.
Oh,
He didn't even look like he wanted to be there though. When they showed pictures of
Nakua?
him on the side, yeah.
Dude, how does anybody not look at that guy and not think Johnny Damon? The whole time I'm like, that's Johnny Damon. Or who's the other guy? There was another guy. He looks just like Mark Sanchez.
How does anybody not look at that guy and not think Puka?
All right, J-Bye. Anyway, so that was Monday Night Football. Congrats to the Eagles and the Bengals. Eagles are 3-0, one of only 3 3-0 teams. Tex, can you name the other 2 3-0 teams other than the Eagles? Just rattle them off real quick.
The team that is red and gold.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Same as your my godson's football team, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Tex is the coach of the 49ers. He refuses to wear 49ers gear.
That's right.
He's a coward.
Nope.
He told me that he was the only reason that he was winning. They're winning games. He's going full Will Ferrell on us.
Are y'all watching the game together next week?
No, I can't do it. I want to. I want to get out there and do it, drive to his place and do it, but I can't. I can't do it.
Are we doubling down, double or nothing on the bet since AK still hasn't fulfilled his obligations to shave his head?
he has to fulfill his obligations first before we do another one.
I will fulfill it, but we have to put on another bet. It's the only way.
No.
Butch 2. All right. All right. How do we stop the tush push, the brotherly shove? We let off with that in the title.
The only way to stop it is if you know they're going to do it. The whole defensive line's got a submarine.
So you're saying they have to go underwater
and
get in a submarine.
Yep. I think you mirror it.
Gotta go low. Gotta go low.
You mirror it. You go full scrum. You got linebackers pushing D linemen. You got running backs pushing quarterback and linemen.
Here's what I think.
Full rugby scrum.
You sign Troy Polamalu for one game, whoever's playing the Eagles. And he times the snap perfectly and jumps over the line of scrimmage and tackles Jalen Hurts in the backfield. What do you think about that? Or the defense starts running motion to confuse the offense, just like the offense does to confuse the defense.
Both of those are probably illegal because the NFL has stupid rules.
I'd love the fact that they would sign Troy Polamalu to a different team every week that's playing the Eagles just for that play. Okay, that's how you stop the tush. Bush, did you have a solution to that?
No, I was going to say kind of what Javi said. Get the defense pushing back, a little physics, get that equal reaction. But
here's what you do: you play "Get Low" on the loudspeakers right before they do it.
As a reminder.
Yes, "Get Low." Everybody screams to the window, to the walls. Okay, here we go. NFL news:
they're already
the Jets
sweating.
The Jets signed Trevor Siemian. J-Vi is a Bills fan, AFC East stan. You're going to have the hat soon, I know. What do you think of this?
I mean, I don't know why the Bills can't beat Zach Wilson, so might as well just keep Zach Wilson. Bills are 0-2 against Zach Wilson.
Why has nobody mentioned Ryan Fitzpatrick coming back to the Jets? Everybody keeps throwing out all these names. Not one person has said Ryan Fitzpatrick.
So he's got too good of a gig right now. Thursday Night Football
and DraftKings.
I want to know, honestly, like Zach Wilson's been playing like dog manure, but
Zach Wilson's been playing like wine puke.
This defense is supposed to be the best defense in the league, and they can't stop nobody. They couldn't stop the Cowboys. They couldn't stop the Patriots last week. Like, they're not doing anything to make it easier on Zach Wilson.
They can't stop nobody, Paul? Dude, I agree. I don't know.
Salah's about to lose. And nobody's saying anything about the defense.
Salah's losing the locker room because he's so entrenched in his Zach Wilson take. He should come on the show and we'll coach him up and be like, dude, you got to get off that take. Like, it's okay. to have a take that goes and blows up in your face. We do it every show.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. You just gotta let it go, man. Let it go, dude. Who put that in there? Tickets for the Broncos Bears game is going for as low as $2.11.
I saw that. It was on Ticketmaster.
Oh my gosh.
$2.11 to the Broncos Bears game.
You know what Taylor Swift should do is just show up at that game instead of the Chiefs game. See what happens. All right. Here's a little. Now this is awesome, but at the same time,
give me all the
putting a
tickets
lot of-
now. I'm gonna flip them.
Yeah.
This is cool, but at the same time, the Browns are putting a lot of pressure on themselves, boys. They went and gave the game ball to Nick Chubb after the Browns defense is for real, by the way.
Yeah.
They went and gave the game ball to Nick Chubb, who had that injury, and then said they're dedicating their season to him. If you're dedicating seasons, you better be ready to go. You better not come out and go like 6-11.
Lowest points allowed at 20.
Yeah, dude, the Browns defense is for real. But I mean, what do you think about the Browns text dedicating a season to Chubb? And if they don't even go 500, is that a win or no?
I mean, it's a win that they thought about their teammate, but it's also a loss in the fact that they weren't winning.
Exactly.
Thanks, John Madden.
What do you exactly?
If you want to get there faster, you have to run harder.
That's right. No, you got to run. You got to run quicker.
Yeah,
you want to get there quicker, you got to run faster.
Yeah. Well, both of them, quicker and faster and harder.
Here's another one. Jalen Hurts passes Cam Newton, and everybody is like, "What a milestone!" And my initial thought was, "Do we really want
what?
Rushing touchdowns?"
Oh.
Like in his first 50, whatever it is, first 50 games. And my first thought was like, I don't know if I want the career path that Cam Newton had if I'm Jalen Hurts. I try not to be breaking records like that. What do you think, J-Vi?
I mean, Cam Newton played in a Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts has played in a Super Bowl. I guess they're pretty comparable.
29 TDs in 48 games, 29 rushing TDs. So, but yeah.
That's why you should always play Jalen Hurts. He is on the James Conner level of playing them. If it's a showdown.
I don't know. He's priced up there pretty good this weekend. I'm like, I'm not
playing him in the slate. If it's a showdown, you have to play him.
Yeah. And then the Commanders are being sued.
You're making that a mandatory play?
Yes. Showdown
mandatory.
play.
Mandatory showdown play. Got it.
The Commanders are being sued. Did you guys see this?
For what?
By the Native American Guardians Association.
Ooh, bring back the Redskins.
The logo on the Redskins helmet is an actual person. It's Chief White Calf. Every time they go out on that field, they were honoring Chief White Calf, and they were battling on the football field with the same honor and integrity and courage. They should continue to honor that. They are suing after the team allegedly made defamatory comments attacking the association's integrity.
Is that the same honoring that the Browns are doing for Chubb, or is that?
I don't know. I mean, we're gonna see how this plays out, dude.
So they want the Redskins back.
I told y'all way back when that the first ever coach for the Redskins was an American Indian, and that's what they wanted to be called, was the Redskins.
Yeah, but didn't it come out that he was faking that?
It is totally okay that
it's not okay because the people that don't watch football are offended by it. So
yeah, but I thought that it came out that he there's no way to prove that he actually was Native American, and he was just making it up. Which is why they end up having to go through with it, because they couldn't prove that he was Native American.
Should we sue that guy?
I don't know. He's dead. He's
suing anyway. All right, we got to move on before we get ourselves in. Hey, should we write a letter? Should we write a letter to the Jets saying that we'll play quarterback for him?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll get
Digging
a
up
musical artist
bones.
to release a statement. It's the weirdest thing. All right, Thursday night football. Here we go. First, the injury, weather. I don't know what the weather's like. Butch P or somebody who's got the weather. It's going to be weathery. It's going to be weathery out there. Jones, Aaron Jones, Christian Watson trending up, but still limited in practice. I don't know what they're going to do. This whole game depends on these couple of players. Like David Montgomery said he feels pretty good that Montgomery's going to suit up, but then today said it may look like he's going to miss. It's going to be a game time decision. Same thing probably with Jones and Watson.
What
No
are all
idea.
these hamstrings?
Monty's was a quad.
Ooh,
Yeah. So the
Need-
other two are
need that.
hamstrings. And the Lions have like 4 offensive linemen dinged up.
oh, didn't know that.
One of them's already ruled out, and then there's 2 that are they're questionable. So anyways, that's the anything on that. It's weird. This game's weird because I look down through the DraftKings lineup, right? We play Thursday night showdowns. You pick 6 players. One of them is a captain who earns time and a half points, 1.5 points. And then, you compete against for that game. So you score points, try to win the top prize. But I'm looking through the players and I'm like, oh, that would work. But if this guy plays, that play is going to suck. So there's so much going on. So we just did it as is. We're assuming they're not playing. I'm not sure. Anything else?
I mean, I think, I think you're right. A lot does depend on those people playing. I think about. It's hard to remember, and this is what the Hall of Fame Bets app is good for. But it's hard to remember, like these teams played the last game of the season last year. So you got to feel like it's going to be a very similar game. Plus, they're in the same division. Usually when you play a team in the same division, it's a similar type game every game.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, who scored last time when they played? Jamal Williams. Yeah.
Yes.
So
I went back and looked at Jared Goff versus Green Bay the last 2 years on the Hall of Fame Bets app. I went back and looked at Montgomery rushing as a Bear against the Packers.
Well, I think he fills that Jamal Williams role from last year, which he's been doing. He scores. Gibbs does the Swift, and then Montgomery scores. It's the same strategy. So if he plays,
go ahead.
Feel pretty good about it. But if not,
the Jared Goff numbers for passing were not that great, by the way. And the Montgomery was good, but we don't know if he's going to play. So
yeah,
go to Hall of Fame Bets. You can type in cool filters. It's actually awesome. Okay, now let's get into our primetime man dime hot guys. Let's make it happen. I'm going to share the screen quickly. We're basically going to put up on the screen for you our expert analysis and hours of research that we have put into these. Hopefully I don't get booted. Don't get booted. Here it comes. Behold, the Thursday night football, primetime man dime hot guys. And all these primetime games have stunk to the high heavens. So, not this one, we believe. Green Bay is at home taking on Detroit, over under 46. Detroit favored 1.5 on the road. Last week we gave you Debo, optimal captain, Kittle, great play in the flex, Danny Dimes. What in the world are you thinking, J-Vi? And then San Francisco's defense. Okay, first we'll give you Dylons. He gave you Jaden Reed and said, take Reeded of our word. 8,400 in your captain right there. I don't know. So, J-Vi, you go next.
So I did all this research on my own, and I chose Jaden Reed, and I did it because there was a video of him looking like Rodgers when he threw once. No, I'm kidding. Average target for him. He's averaging 7 targets a game. So Lions have a suspect secondary. I just, without Watson playing, is his name Dubs or Dubs?
Dobbs.
Yeah, he just hasn't been super consistent. Reed's been the most consistent player they have.
What if I told you 30 for 30 style? Romeo Dobbs had an acrobatic touchdown catch last weekend to win the game.
Great. I'm glad he had a catch. Whoop-de-doo. But with Reed at 8,400 as your captain, you can play some top tier guys too.
If they play.
Yes.
What if Christian Watson plays? What are you going to do with Jaden Reed?
I don't trust him because he hasn't played yet. And it's a hamstring.
He ain't played nobody?
He ain't played yet.
All right. Jaden Reed, Tex.
I'm going to go with Jordan Love. Just because he's going to be the entire offense for the Packers.
Dude, read what you wrote.
No, I didn't write that.
Well, I just read it.
There was a video somebody put up side by side. They said, "Look at this. Looks just like Aaron Rodgers back in the day."
Yep.
And I was
sure.
like, "What is that? What is that? What does that matter?" 14.
He led the
14,
team in
7.
rushing last week too. So he's team leader in rushing, team leader in passing.
Dude, holy AJ Dillon. He was conceding snaps to the Patrick guy. Like he's all those quads, all those muscles.
Yep.
And he just can't get it done, which is weird because he was
He's the
crazy.
whole offense. Jordan loves the whole offense. So
you almost called him Lord
he's
and Love.
Lord and Love. Lord and Love.
Jordan Love of the rings.
Lord, I am Lord.
Oh, Butch, what is this?
All right, so I'm with you guys, man. I think this is going to be hot garbage of a game with all these injuries. And, man, my Golden Bachelor pick of the night is going to be Gary from the Golden Bachelor. So he is definitely going to be your captain, your man down hot guy of the night is Gary. He is going to win.
The Golden Bachelor. Oh, is that the over 65 Bachelor?
Yes.
And people are going to watch that?
Yes, that starts tomorrow. Hey, Tex, welcome to the show.
Come on the show.
Who? I guess we got to get Gary on the show.
Let's get him on the show.
Gary, come on the show.
Gary's coming. Yes.
Talk to Do you not have anybody like?
Nobody in my house watches. Nobody in my house watches The Bachelor, so I have no idea what this is about.
I thought he was going Rashawn Gary. He was picking Green Bay defense.
I thought it was a lead into the Green Bay defense, and no, it's the Bachelor, which they used to have a fantasy league on the ESPN app for. I remember that.
He is clearly the hottest guy on the planet right now, other than Kelce.
Don't stop it.
Jason Kelce.
And I'm talking about Jason.
There you go. Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr on the wall. Who's going to be the greatest captain of them all? And it's Jahmyr Gibbs. If Montgomery doesn't play. I don't know about that. But I went and looked back at Green Bay's defense the last couple of games. And I don't know if you remember, but Bijan Robinson had himself a nice game against Green Bay. So, now, Detroit's offensive line's in shambles, so this could be a complete nuke of a play. But, whatever. Captain him. Put him right up there at the tippy top. All right. Anything else on this game? I have no idea who. I think it's going to be low scoring. I think this is going to be ugly.
Yeah. It's NFC North.
I think Green Bay, you say that about every division. I say it's going to be ugly. I don't know. I think Green Bay is going to try to muck this thing up, dude. They're going to try to muck the stalls for sure. They don't want Detroit flinging that thing all over the place. So we'll see. Okay, let's get into the don't hand me no lines section. This is straight off scores from spreads from the DraftKings. That's where I pulled these from. So here we go. Atlanta Falcons, London game, 9:30 a.m. How about that?
They're animating it into Toy Story characters too. If you watch it on Disney Plus.
Yes, and Drake London is going to be playing in London.
Huh.
How about that?
How about that?
The Commanders go to Philadelphia as 8-point underdogs, over under 44.5. Can Sam Howell rebound? Will we pick him in our next segment of guys we like? NFC East guys, any thoughts on this game? Who do you want to win? Cowboys fans.
Commanders.
Nothing, Butch. Okay. Oh, whoops.
Dude.
What did I just do? There we go. All right. Baltimore Ravens at Cleveland Browns, 2.5 spread, over under 41. Not expecting a lot of points here. Can Lamar dissect that Cleveland Browns defense? This game was intriguing. I almost made a little move on that one. The Dolphins at the Bills. J-Vi, initial thoughts as a Bills fan.
I mean, we're just now getting going. The last 5 games, we've held Tyreek to under 100 yards.
Until just now when you said that.
So probably you should play him. The
You-
Bills.
you-
So
You
get
betting
this.
the under.
The Bills beat the Raiders after they beat the Broncos. The Bills beat the Commanders after they beat the Broncos. Will the trend continue?
So you're saying the Broncos are your wingman.
Yes.
So the Bills go as far as the Broncos go.
Yeah, we let them cook. We eat.
Oh, geez. I saw a video of Josh Allen pouring hot sauce into his Pepsi. What's that all about?
I don't know.
Did you see that?
Stop doing commercials is what he needs to do.
That wasn't a commercial. That was just him eating wings at a place. And he's just dousing his Pepsi with hot sauce.
Dude, that was a commercial.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh. I got gotten. Sorry.
You were watching game film on Josh and
Hey.
just checking him out. Hey, how's he do his Pepsi? How's he drink his Pepsi? He uses a straw? Does he not use a straw? Oh, he puts
Look,
hot sauce in it. Interesting.
We have all known each other long enough that you can't come at us with some normal scumbag take. You got to do your research. Like your quarterback's drinking hot sauce with his Pepsi.
Gotta ask what they're saying on Two Bills Drive about it.
I'm actually shocked that we're 3-point favorites.
Yeah, I'm shocked that the over-under is 53.5.
Yeah.
It needs to be 60.
Yeah.
Dude, no.
So,
I would take the under on that all day long.
No way, Butch.
Dude. Telling you. That's an inter-division rivalry game.
oh, true. You didn't. Hey,
yeah,
it's the
but
AFC East.
did you see the scores the last time they played?
What was it?
A lot, and a lot.
All right,
There
The
you go.
playoff game was like 33 to 30.
That was with Skylar Thompson.
Yeah.
Kansas State.
Who won
I
that
think,
game?
right?
Bills.
But yeah. Hey, we were there. We were boots on the ground. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Everybody's going to be playing that game for sure. It's the only over 50. Tampa Bay goes to New Orleans, and
Oh wait, did you guys see Takeo spikes at the last game?
Yes.
Dude,
Getting
what are the
set
Bills
behind
doing?
set behind the ledge.
That's how you treat your Ring of Honor.
Dude, he's not there
Put
to
him in
watch the game. He's
put him in
there to
timeout. They
shake
put him in
hands and kiss
timeout.
babies.
They put him in timeout.
He's just
Wow.
trying to be a hater.
More like Takeo sights. No sights.
Oh,
Buccaneers go to New Orleans. New Orleans favored by 3.5, over under 40.5. That's ugly. I think Jameis might start this game.
Ooh.
So get ready for all the pregame videos because Derek Carr had a sprained AC joint, I think. Hey, if you name an NFC South quarterback, J-Bot's all over it. All right. Minnesota Vikings go to Carolina to take on the Panthers, over under 45. Vikings favored on the road by 3.5. Tex, thoughts?
the Bills need a better option at wide receiver 2. then Gabe Davis. That's the top suggestion from Two Bills Drive
Wow.
on how to fix the offense.
Will they go after Devontae Adams?
He's got 2
Will they
touchdowns.
go after him? I'm just saying. The fans
These are not our stats. These are the fans. These are this is Bills Mafia.
Your people. This is coming straight from the stadium wall on Two Bills Drive.
Well,
Right?
he didn't
Agree or
ask.
disagree?
He didn't ask you for your opinion on that. He asked your opinion on the Vikings Panthers.
Oh, there's no way Cousins will lose 4 in a row.
Panthers have a stingy pass defense, though.
I don't know, dude.
They're gonna have to trust Madison, which they don't like doing.
Cousins has a stiff spine. He's about to rise up, bounce back like Mystical. You keep bumping him against the wall. He's about to bounce back.
He needs more change.
Does him not playing in prime time have anything to? Does that factor in?
Nope. Primetime Kirk. Okay. He's about to bring out the chains again and everything.
Is it better if the Panthers start Dalton or Bryce Young?
Dalton.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they play better with Dalton. Red Rifle was out there slinging it.
Dude, no.
He just looked more comfortable in what they were doing than Bryce Young did. He was starting to get too frustrated.
Yes.
Hasn't been through adversity.
All right, College Game Day is in Chicago for Denver versus Chicago.
Love it.
Oh, Denver's favored by 3 on the road, over under 46. So I don't even know what to make of this game. What is gonna come out of this game after the game is played? Like I bet
it ends up being like it's gonna be like that Houston Indy game at the end of last year, where it's just like nobody can stop anybody. Whoever has the ball last wins.
Mm-hmm.
Because
would this be awesome?
The Bills' new linebacker they got, Terrell Bignard, he's already done more stuff in 3 games than Tremaine Edmonds did in 5 years.
Wow. Talk about an axe to grind. This guy has not let go of the Tremaine Edmonds release.
I'm just saying.
This would be phenomenal if this ended in a tie. That would just be great. All right. Cincinnati takes on Tennessee in Tennessee, 41. A lot of ugly over-unders here. And Bengals favored by 2.5. This game might be like the Rams game. I wouldn't be surprised to see it like 17-16, the way these two teams are playing. And is Derrick Henry playing football still, or
I have no idea
what's going on there? Rams at the Colts, over under 47. Colts favored by 1.5. That's crazy. They could be 2-1 or 3-1 or whatever it is. I think Richardson's going to start, so we'll get to see. I'm sure Matt Stafford will probably get injured and fake injury and limp down the field if they have a chance to win it and get his swan song again. Steelers at Houston Texans. Steelers favored by 3 for some reason on the road. Over under 42. No chance. We'll talk about some of these in a little bit. Raiders and Chargers. The Raiders. Jimmy G is still in concussion protocol. Mike Williams out for the Chargers. Chargers favored by 6, over under 48. Hey, Dan, we're finally going to get to see it. Another common opponent that beat you, the Cowboys. The Cardinals go to San Francisco, and the Niners are 14-point favorites, over under 43.5. It should be 21. This is going to be an absolute molly-whopping. We're going to show all these Cowboys people when they were bragging about, we beat the Giants by 40-0. Niners are going to beat them by 40. Then we'll have the whole common opponent thing out for all you Cowboys fans. And you can finally admit that the best team in the NFL is the 49ers.
Okay.
Especially after the Bills beat the Dolphins.
Wrong.
We'll lay this whole thing to rest. Niners win by more than 14. That's a guarantee. Absolute guarantee. All right. Now, I'm probably way wrong because the Niners are terrible against running quarterbacks, and Josh Dobbs might run for like 200 yards. Just a thought.
Just a thought. Connor.
And then the last game.
You got James Conner.
Patriots, Cowboys. Cowboys favored by 7. over under 43.5. And if I'm the New England Patriots, I hand that ball and Ramondre Stevenson 47 million times in that game. Cowboys fans, thoughts? Is this a must
Give
win?
it to Zeke. Give it to Zeke. No.
What about Will Greer?
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Let him take over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let Dad call the plays.
You're
for
about to get Greer ended.
They're actually concerned that he's going to give them the signals.
Oh really?
And Zeke.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Cowboys coming in with all new signals, might be
Oh.
confusion.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh no.
You're right. You're right.
They're gonna have to learn a whole new offense that still doesn't score in the red
You're
zone.
right. I'm going. Hey,
Well,
this guy's saying that the Bills need to trade for Mike Evans or Cooper Cup.
They're both hurt.
He's saying that after this season, that they're going to have to the Rams have to get rid of a wide receiver. They got too many young options, and Cooper Cup is hurt all the time now, so they need to move him, and the Bills should go after him.
So Bills are already throwing away the season.
Yeah, basically, they need to go after Cooper
That's
Cup.
what I got from that.
Yep.
J-Vi, defend yourself.
All right, let's go on to the next thing. Not worth my time.
You guys didn't even mention the Cowboys game.
Stuff. No, we did. We talked about it.
Butch, what do you think? Do the Cowboys go to 2-2 or 3-1? State your
3-1.
your intentions.
3-1.
3-1 for sure. And that's obviously why the Patriots signed Zeke, was because they're playing the NFC East. So Zeke has the most experience against the East, and for a cheap $3 million or whatever he signed for, $6 million, yeah, put him on the team.
So they signed one player for one game.
No,
4 games.
Four
Sounds like my
games.
Troy Polamalu take. All right, here we go. Let's move on. Cowboys stink. Sunday slate of emergency for week 4. Games we like. J-Vi, what? I didn't really. Okay. Yep, I remember that now. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
So for this game, I need to get ready because 14-point underdogs. Under is 43.5. I need to get pumped up. So I'm going to break my stuff, my little smelling salt.
Oh, God.
Was that real?
Don't puke that wine up again.
I'm going to San Fran, Arizona. I'm doing that because Arizona has an athletic quarterback. Oh, my God. It's a divisional game.
Give me a tissue. Somebody give me
Where's
tissue.
the seal meme?
Dude,
Dobbs has no fear.
go get
This
some
might
wine.
be his last game playing because Kyler Murray's coming back. Oh, and don't forget about Connors.
James Conner. Dobbs
Arizona
also
has a Niners number too.
Nope, that was a different coaching staff. Josh Dobbs has no fear. He also has no jersey at the pro shop. He went to go buy his jersey. It's not even in there.
Wow.
This is blasphemy. First of all, you're just trying to get a rise out of me, and I'm not going to fall for it other than telling you that this is complete psychopath behavior and that there's no way that the Niners, I mean, they're look, the Cowboys are frauds. They were 12.5-point favorites, not the Niners. No chance. Not at home. Not the way they play at home now. All right. Tex, what's your game you like?
I mean, I already talked about it a little bit. The Carolina-Minnesota game with Kirk Cousins definitely not going to lose 4 in a row.
You hear that? You hear that, Dylon? That's a guarantee from Tex.
Guarantee.
That's no
Kirk
Tex
Cousins,
station without representation.
Primetime Kirk coming back, wearing the chains, no shirt,
moving the chains
with a grill.
This is must win.
With a grill that he wraps in aluminum foil.
Yep.
It's a must-win game for both.
For the Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings for sure.
Vikings
Panthers
for
are
sure.
out of it.
They can still win the division. I'm convinced. The Vikings can still win the division. I will stand by that take all the way until they're eliminated from playoff contention if they do get eliminated. Okay, here's my game. So games we like, we basically, the mainscaping Sunday slate, there's only one game that's 50 over, under, and that's Miami-Buffalo. We get it. We know everybody's playing that game. We talk about these games because we build DraftKings lineups, and you're looking for points. So you have to play a whole bunch of different players. So, okay. So we like to look at these games and pick players from games. Hey, where would points be? Now you're looking at this screen and you're thinking, hey, you with the RAEO hat on, why would you pick Houston and Pittsburgh over under 42? Pittsburgh favored by 3 because CJ Stroud's on fire, literally on fire, and so are both of his receivers. And the Pittsburgh defense are absolutely fraudulent versus both the run and the pass. They've got this aura that they have a good defense somehow, and they have been getting torched, other than the Raiders. But even the Raiders scored a little bit on them. But I think this is a spot where Houston could get to what? 2-2?
3-1,
right there in the driver's seat in the AFC. Are they? One of the Indianapolis is 2-1, I think.
Oh, I thought Houston was 2-1.
They might be. I don't know.
Mm.
Tex, do you have the research on those? So I'm thinking, hey, this is a game I like. I'm just gonna say that. All right, Butch P.
All right. So I'm going to pick this Chicago-Denver game. Give me that ticket for 211. I'm going all day. Got my plane ticket, flight. Show up, put boots on the ground, and see which team is going to get the number 1 overall pick, because it's definitely heading in the direction that this is going to be your draft day game with the Bears. Atrocious defense, man. I think you can do whatever you want to with the Bears. It's like one of those nights, for Denver.
I wonder who they paid a ton of money to
Yes.
play middle linebacker for
him. He won't let it go. Hey, the Texans are 1-2. The Colts are 2-1. I just looked it up. So there you go. All right, there you have it. We'll check back. We'll put these out there, then we'll check back in on Sunday and see who was right and who was wrong. Now, let's get to the guys we like. Here we go. Slate of emergency, guys we like. We section them off into positions. I have quarterbacks. J-Baz has wide receivers. Tex has defense. Butch P has running backs. Dylon submitted his tight ends. So I will go first. Now, we all just talked about Chicago and Denver. Justin Fields. Am I crazy? Am I crazy?
I was looking at that, and I don't like picking him
in this game
with nobody. Like, he doesn't have anybody get the ball to, or he doesn't get the ball to anybody.
DJ Moore.
Yeah, but they don't call plays for DJ Moore. There's a clip of a defensive player going up to DJ Moore. I'm like, dude, they're not even using you. And he goes, I know. It's like they're not even drawing plays up for him.
That's the only reason
I want to play Fields too. I just don't. I'm not confident on getting points elsewhere.
It's 6,600. No one's going to be watching that game, or maybe a lot of people will just to watch the massive humanity. And then QBs versus Denver. Just do some research. That's a little tickler file for you. And then CJ Stroud, 5,600. Pitt's defense is a better cover artist than Darius Rucker because they walk around like they're the steel curtain, but they play like they're the cotton drapes. So
You fumbled.
I didn't know where I was going with that once I got started.
All right, Jay, go ahead. Down.
No, I did not have that written down.
So for these, I put, I don't think I've said this out loud, but I have put a band on can't be above 4,000 on these guys because I could pick Tyreek Hill or Justin Jefferson every single week, Stephon Diggs, whatever.
Same with me. I'm like, play Herbert, play Tua, play Allen. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. So I'm going my first guy, 4,000, DJ Chalk. I picked that, and this is only if Andy Dalton plays. He had 11 targets last game.
Woo!
I know. I think he had like 5 catches, but if you're getting 11 targets, and the Vikings DBs and defense is terrible. So I'm assuming the Panthers are going to get down a little bit. Red Rifle's going to start throwing it around again. And I could have given you Thielen, but DJ Chalk had 11 targets last week. My next guy, Josh Downs for the Colts. They got Isaiah McKenzie from the Bills and hope that he would play this role. But Josh Downs he's becoming that guy. He doesn't get a lot of yards, but he gets a lot of targets. So
Didn't
he
they
could
cut
break
McKenzie?
one. I think so, yeah.
I think they cut him.
But my wife also taught him, so I kind of know him. But my last guy, and Butch was on this guy week 1, and I played him, and he had 0 in the last 2 games. He's gone off, so I might be
played him
hopping
last
back
week.
on the bandwagon. Is Mims
This is
Jr.
why I'm hot.
He doesn't get a lot of playing time, but he produces when he plays, and they're playing the Bears. Big day for Russ and the wide receivers.
Love it. And Russ just said Russ, quote, Mims has no ceiling.
Dude, they just got to play him. He gets like 6 plays a game.
Dude, he's electric, and he returns kicks. Yes, dude.
I like that added factor like Shaheed.
Yes, Rashid. You can see the guys we gave you last week, too. But, yeah, you could have made a whole song out of those. DJ, that's my DJ. Baby, are you down, 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 down? And then Mims sings, this is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. Anyways, Tex, go defenses.
Well, Tampa Bay plays a New Orleans team that has no idea who's going to be their quarterback. And if it's Jameis, well, the butterfingers from his lobsters. Minnesota going to put the beat down on the Panthers for sure. Not going to be a 3.5 point spread. Definitely go over 45, but stay under 45 for the Panthers. 45 yards, that is. And then Denver playing an absolutely sterile, ballless Chicago offense. Should be the Chicago Eunuchs.
Oh gosh.
just for this season.
Oh,
Anything below 70 points against the Bears defense or the Broncos defense is a win.
oh man.
At value plays, these guys will all be good picks.
Mm-hmm. All right, Butch P, give us your running back.
PETA's coming after for Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh. So, dude, I'm right there with you. Denver, right here, has all the opportunity to unleash Javonte Williams. He's been rushing for over 4 yards a carry, but just is on that limited slate because of that ACL tear from last year. Obviously, that's understandable, but this is the game you need to let him cook and eat his own dinner right here because he can get it done for you. You need to win. Hand him the football. He doesn't need 25 carries, but 18 carries right here and a couple tuds gets Javonte Williams back in pay dirt, man. He's got to have that feel. Get him back in the end zone. Dude, he is too good. He's good.
Go ahead with Dylon's tight ends.
So Dylon's throwing some Go Dirte right here from Philly when everybody's looking like they're going to play Swift. Getting Goddard back in that offense, get him in the flow of things. Ferguson from Dallas, who's getting targeted the most of any tight end in the league, I believe.
Red zone. He leads the Cowboys in red zone.
And there might be a correlation of why we're not scoring touchdowns there. So we're going to climb Mount Everett right here at 3,600 because Mike Williams is done. all these injuries, man. I hope a speedy recovery for everybody that's tearing their ACL. Seems like it's every week to multiple key players to every
Yes.
team. But Everett should get an uptake of targets against the Chargers are playing. Who are the Chargers playing? I forget. The Vegas Raiders, right?
The Raiders.
Yeah, I don't think they're too hot against tight ends either. So
Yes.
the Raiders. So hey, those are good picks, Dylon. I like them. Oh, and yeah, revenge statement game for the Cowboys. I see.
Bounce back game.
All right.
Rubber match.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. There you go. Rubber. At New York, the Jets. Kansas City favored by 9.5. They might win by 90, and the over/under is 42.5. So
that's a low.
I don't.
The low points total.
I don't know if we're not even going to go into that game because
you know you're going to talk about it. I know
have
you're
no
going to
idea
do it. You're going to talk about it. I know you're going to talk about
we
it.
have no idea who to play other than Kelce. That's it. Good luck on either side of the ball with that one. Okay, let's get into some let's get into some college football, and then we'll
good job, AK.
We'll talk. We'll do some how dare yous. Hit our theme music.
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you, sir? You're gross.
How dare you?
I can't hear him.
We lost you, AK.
Oh no.
Oh
He's
no.
still muted. He's still muted.
Unmute yourself.
What?
You
There you
just
go. Now we
just
got
went
you.
on a whole spill. We couldn't hear anything you were saying because you were muted.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Really Neat Outfitters promo code goes. Spend $60, get free shipping, 10% off your order at checkout. At Really Neat Outfitters, our passions for family, salty air, and smiles, coastal flair, Carolina roots. Make our designs as original as every DraftKings lineup we make. Okay, college football, Week 5, ironclad lock games that will deliver. I have another slide. Do I want to put it up or run the risk of getting booted?
I think you're close.
I've
toeing the
changed.
line there.
I've changed a bunch of stuff.
You did?
Yep, I went back in and I was like, nope. I changed my mind.
Well, then you can go first.
All right. Don't sleep on them. South Carolina at Tennessee. Last year, South Carolina beat Tennessee 63-38.
Woo!
That cost Hendon Hooker first round.
Yeah. Tennessee is all-time 28 wins to 11.
That cost Tennessee a spot on the playoff too, didn't it?
Yep, it did. That was a huge. That's gonna be a great game. South Carolina's coming off of a win against Mississippi. Who was it? Mississippi State last week.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Big win, huge win. I think it was come from behind win too. So they're riding high. Tennessee's looking for a revenge. That's gonna be a great game. Great game. The don't sleep on them game. Don't sleep on that one. Gonna be great. Game with that dog in it. LSU Mississippi. And let me see one last
Bulldogs Tigers.
Last year LSU won 45-20. However, Mississippi is looking really good this year, and I think it might be an upset.
They just got smoked by Bama last week.
Nope. It's going to be an upset.
I don't.
It's going to be an upset. Actually, 65 LSU, 41 all-time Ole Miss.
So my son came in and was like, I want to watch football. And he told me that last night on a Tuesday, and I was scrambling. I'm like, okay.
In a week,
big
or
movement.
10 days, it'll be app.
Got to find him some football.
football anywhere. So I turned on ESPNU, and the LSU Arkansas game was on, and we watched the end of that. He was asking all kinds of questions. It was a great moment.
Yep. You're like, okay, here we go. This is how it begins. This is the
Yes,
quarterback.
because I want to
He
watch.
gets the ball.
Yes. All right, J-Vi, go ahead.
Wait a minute, I got one more.
Yes, right.
KU, Texas. 17 wins to 4, all-time Texas. Texas 1-game win streak because they lost in 2021, 57-56 in Austin. They're going to remember that one forever. Big win, Texas. Going to put them all the way to number 2.
Mm.
Ooh, bold statement, Cotton.
Calling it.
Well, I'll go with you. My don't sleep on them game this week. Boise State at Memphis. If you bought a ticket for game 1 at Memphis, you're still riding high with your free ticket to this game. So show up and be loud. But this is a game between two good group of 5 teams. So I like watching those games. A game that has that dog in it.
Yes.
We got to find out what Georgia State's about. They're undefeated. They've been running through people. Running.
Yeah.
Through
Didn't
them.
they take the Coastal Carolina defensive coordinator?
I don't know. I have no idea. But Coach
They
Elliott has them
along with
boys.
Marshall.
Like Liam Neeson took him.
Yep. Liam Neeson them.
It's taken Elliott about 8 years, but he's finally got that thing rolling down there. And then my playoff model jump, I'm working this game. It's Florida at Kentucky.
That's gonna be a better game.
Noon kickoff. Kentucky's undefeated. They've kind of had Florida's number the past couple times they played.
Marshall game, you were on, so is Georgia State.
Hang on, I can do it
Sunbelt.
real quick. Hang on.
But
You guys ever use Winsipedia?
no.
Oh, dude, it's great. 20 to 53, Florida all time. And hang on, the streak.
Florida had like a 27-year win streak. And then
the
Kentucky.
last 2 Kentucky.
Yeah. Kentucky's they broke it.
Well, then they had there was 2 to Florida.
I was at that game that they beat Florida for the first time. And that was when Kentucky had that one linebacker, the white
Scooby?
the white dude
Scooby.
that ran around. But that was when he did his Stone Cold with the Gatorade bottles in the middle of Florida's field, and it kind of went viral.
Was that Scooby Wright? Was that his name?
No,
Was
I
that
don't
guy
know.
at Arizona?
No, I think that was Arizona.
Yeah. All right. My don't sleep on them game. This one's on Friday. Louisville at NC State. I think NC State's 3-1, and I think Louisville's 4-0. So that's a big time Friday night matchup in the ACC.
Yeah. They got the old Hilltoppers coach, Braun, or however you say his last name.
Brom, didn't he played it? I thought he was at Purdue too. But he
may have been,
not.
but he just came over from the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers.
He played at Louisville, didn't he?
I don't know.
I think he
that.
did.
Yes. Yeah, he did.
So that's my don't sleep on them game. Get yourself a little Friday night action. Starts at 7, so you don't get to bed too late. Just sit there and enjoy a good football game on the ACC network, ACC After Dark. My game with that dog in it. South Alabama at JMU. JMU's number 1 in the power rankings in the Sun Belt, and South Alabama was supposed to be the darling. So this thing's going to have some dog in it. This is going to be a good game in the Sun Belt. My playoff model jump, Clemson at Syracuse. Another way for Clemson to lose their orange yet again. Hughes has to play a 500 Clemson team, a middle-of-the-road ACC team, a team that is no longer a powerhouse. They can't protect their quarterback's blind side, or actually he was looking right at him.
Yeah.
Can't protect any of his sides. They need Sauron up there from Lord of the Rings to keep watch on that offensive line. But Clemson goes to Syracuse. Syracuse wins this game in the driver's seat at 5-0. I got 3 ACC teams in my games this week, so Hughes could get a big win, maybe even move up the leaderboard on our playoff model, as you can see here. So those are my games. Butch P, round us out.
Clemson. Well, I mean, it's like saying Clemson they've lost 4 of their last 5 against Power 5 schools.
Are they moving to the SEC? Because that's what the SEC's been doing. Close it out, Butch P.
All right. My don't sleep on them game is definitely time for one. Don't ever sleep on time, but it's time that Duke really shows the world what they're made of. They're undefeated. They're number 1 in our model, as you see that. Duke, no, this is not basketball. This is football. Duke football, you see it correctly. Undefeated. Hosting Notre Dame, coming off that tough loss to O State last week was my don't sleep on game last week. O State, Notre Dame, Duke. That means that this game has got that dog in it. It has got that Duke in it. It's got that Blue Devil in it. So the Notre Dame are no longer facing the convicts. They are facing the Blue Devils, okay? It might be a different devil, and it might be blue for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And then for your playoff model jump, you can't get any jump higher than this. So this is white men, because you cannot jump any higher than this. Duke boys are there. White men can't jump. Duke Blue Devils, they can't jump any higher in our model. They're number 1. So this playoff model jump is for Notre Dame, and you can't get higher than this, man. I'm sorry. Duke is going to win.
Unless you're Creed.
Hey, unless you're Creed. Can you take me higher? No, you can't, because we're Duke. Duke is on top. And hang on.
Hanging on.
Oh, there it is. The Coca-Cola, whatever, Pepsi. Is that Pepsi or Coke?
It's Coke.
Coke. There you go, dude. Okay, so those are our games we're going to have our eyes on. You should watch them because they're going to be really entertaining. That's all this means. We're not betting on them. These are going to be fun games to watch. We have 4 ranked matchups. 27 undefeated teams are still alive here. 21 Power 5s and 6 Group of 5 teams. So, still got 27. A lot of things can happen this weekend.
Dude, I'm going to tell you this. This model is cool as AF right there.
Yes, Air Force at number 2.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Look, hey, stop. Hey, let's not rest on our laurels and do history here. These are the teams that are playing the best right now this year. I don't care what you did last year. I don't care what you did 20 years ago. This model is representing football today. It's liquid. So Duke, Air Force undefeated, Southern Cal undefeated, Syracuse undefeated, Kentucky and Washington State round out our first 2 out, and then the play-in game to get into consideration for the first 2 out is Texas and Kansas. Anybody have any thoughts on that?
I think the winner of the Texas-Kansas game goes on to win the national championship.
Oh. Well, write it down. Put it on the big board.
Carry on my wayward son.
Boom. All right.
I think so,
now,
eh?
Let's get to some how dare yous. We only have 2 pictures up here. Boom. Here's the how dare yous. J-Vi, go.
My how dare you goes out to the Ohio State recruits. It's been reported that Ohio State recruits are demanding at least $5,000 in order to come on an official visit. So what are we doing here? NIL is completely out of control. I mean, they're shaking you
Wait a minute.
down.
They want the school to pay them.
Yes, $5,000 to come on a visit. That way you know they're for real. That way you know they care about you.
Due diligence money.
Yep.
I was going to say, what are they buying a house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's nonsense. All right, I'll go next.
Pay him.
They ain't paid nobody, Paul. ESPN. How dare you? How dare you? You put up a graphic on your program that says Tua and Jalen Hurts on how they're feeling about being 3-0. ESPN, there is another quarterback for another team that is 3-0. And this is a petition to you to put that quarterback in the conversation on the headlines. I might screenshot that and send it for bulletin board material personally to Brock Purdy, that he would not be put in the headline with the other quarterbacks that are leading their 3-0 teams. That is absolute outrage, unjust. If it was anybody else, there would be all this big fuss about it. If it was the Bills, J-Vi would have his shirt off over here. If it was Dak Prescott, everybody would be losing their minds. But no, they just slid that one in there. Didn't put old Purdy on there. That's garbage. How dare you, ESPN? All right, Tex.
My how dare you goes out to everybody. Everybody who has been clicking on links and watching videos about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Stop watching, stop clicking, and they'll stop putting it on TV. How dare you for falling into the trap? This is a trap. It's been a trap since the beginning. Bring out Admiral Akbar. It's a trap. Stop clicking.
Dude, so bad. Every sports show is talking about it.
Stop it. Just stop watching. And this because it's like everybody's overloaded. It's too much. Stop it. Stop it.
Get back to football. How about that?
Let's talk about football. Whose
Butch?
Whose arm angle was better? Matt Stafford's or Patrick Mahomes? Can we please talk about that again? I'm sick and tired of hearing about Taylor Swift and her popcorn machine and all that. Let's just get back to football. Stop clicking,
over.
Stop watching. Start asking football questions, please.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to go across the pond for the rider.
Let's go.
Dude, it's Rory again. He does this all the time. They bring up the live guys, and he's just like, I bet they're going to wish they didn't go to live because they're going to miss the Ryder Cup field, because the Europe team definitely shunned all of the guys that moved to live from being on the Ryder Cup. Well, we have Brooks Koepka who earned his spot, as Zach Johnson said in an interview. He said, we felt like everybody on the team wanted Brooks because he was playing the best golf. He earned his way on the team, and that's what it should have been about. Not take the best golfers, which, hey, JT's a little suspect, but hey, we're wishing you well. You're on the team. Play well for us. But back to Rory. I mean, it's just like, dude, just say, hey, they chose their thing. They're not on the team. We got the best guys that we want right here, and just move on. But he just continuously is bitter. It's he's bitter.
He can't help himself.
No, yeah, exactly. It's just like, dude, focus on the rider. Don't focus on the live.
Right where we
Okay.
want.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that's right. They're already in shambles. I mean, we got the mental edge going on here already.
Yeah, your team lead.
I mean, so that leads us right into other relevant sports news. Ryder Cup, baby. How we feeling? I mean, this is our last chance. Women's World Cup, Men's World Cup. I mean, somebody's got to deliver
Classic.
here. Baseball Classic. I mean, come on. I mean,
Dude,
we gotta.
And Europe's
I hope
holding that
JT goes nuts.
30-year home field victory. They hadn't been
What?
beaten on Europe soil in like 30 years. Yeah.
Mm.
So
Okay. I mean, let's go Ryder Cup. I love the Ryder Cup. Love it.
it's in
Hey.
Rome, Italy. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Marco
right, text-
Marco Simone or Simone Marco course or something like that. Something like
Text
that.
changed
But
the
anyway.
other 11 sports news. Go ahead.
Rangers are up 2-0 on the Angels. Astros up 4-1 on the Mariners, and that would put the Rangers at 4 games ahead of the Mariners and staying at 2.5 games above the Astros for the division lead and the playoff spot.
Is this an all-time collapse by the Mariners?
Oh yeah, all-time collapse.
The whole world is rooting for the Mariners, by the way,
No, they're not. Who?
because they want them to knock the Astros out. Because everybody hates the Astros.
What are you talking about?
Nobody likes the Astros. They cheated in the World
He's
Series.
fighting for the wild card.
I need the Mariners. I need the Mariners to win at least one game. But I mean, the wild card. Neither of those teams are probably going to make it. But
Anyways,
yeah, the Astros.
hey,
are a
looky
game
here,
back.
boys. Looky here, boys. Wouldn't you know that they're realigning college football to have 5 auto bids and 7 at large? Interesting timing with all the conference realignment, wouldn't you say?
No, they're putting a pause on it.
Well, I saw an article said they're going to a 7-5. That's going to be a consideration when they meet. So, what do you think about that?
I think
read
this
they're putting a
is
pause
the
on
year that
realignment.
you needed 12 teams.
Yes,
This is the year.
it's a shame. It's a shame we're not going to get to see it all play out.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama starts falling, Clemson falls, and now they're like, well, oh my gosh, college football, there's no way we can expand right now. Shut up. Just let them play. It's an easy solution. All right. Inter-Squad DraftKings Jamboree. I don't have the standings in front of me.
This is a must win for you.
I am way down there.
For someone,
Way down there.
It's a must win or a can't lose.
He always talks about how much ball he knows, but he has 0 wins on the year. Must win for AK this week. Must win.
I got to. I'm getting buried in the standings. I mean, I'm way down there in like Dylonville. All right. Recommend our show to a friend. Let's talk football. Come on. Tell everybody. Tell your friends, tell your family. Follow us on YouTube, The Millie Goats, Rumble, The Millie Goats, Twitter, @MillieGoats, Instagram, @The Millie Goats, website and blog, themilliegoats.godaddyscites.com. Hopefully we might get that changed.
Millie Dilly.
Apparel at www.raeo.live. Big hat coming soon. Big hat. Not like an actual big hat, but a big release of a hat. And then subscribe, rate, review the show. All that stuff helps us out. Let's win some money. Let's win the Millie. Let's do it. Hey, go Niners, baby.
Hey, blockbuster trade.